Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. This is part 3, or excuse me, part 2. This is almost necessary. So instead of contouring and then moving, nudging them over and down to get this pattern, I just drew it and then duplicated them down to make this pattern. I'm going to contour them later because you really need this shape. I'm going to select it all and go right to the boundary tool. I'm going to make a boundary. I need that shape later on. So now we can take all these, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to make the outline light gray. And then we're going to go to the contour tool because it'll really slow down your computer when you start moving contours and especially contours that have this many lines. So we're going to grab a shape and we're going to contour it to the inside 0.001 in black. And it's going to take just a second, but if you just do each one of them individually, and the reason for that, you'll see in just a second when we do the next layer, there's some white between them. And, there's probably a shortcut for doing this, but I don't know it, and it's not going to take that long. But by the time you manipulate these contours, and especially then after you've bitmapped them, you can't make that outline anymore. So this takes just a second. And normally I wouldn't have to, well, normally I don't have to ever finish the project, but I'm going to finish these just so you can kind of see what's going on. And I don't think you could hold down the shift key because that goes away. Now, you know what? We could maybe hold down the shift key, and I'm not sure this is going to work. And then group them together. And then contour them. Yep, it worked. It's a little bit faster. Maybe I missed some when I did this. I'm going to hold down the shift and then group. You've got a group for the contour to do this. You can see it. So it was a little bit faster. I could have just selected them all. So I apologize for that. But now you want to turn these into a bitmap. Go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, grayscale, because that's what it is. And what that actually does, it actually fuzzies it up a little bit, and it takes a little bit of time because it's having to do every one of them. If you did them individually, it's just harder to duplicate them. But what I was trying to suggest you doing with this boundary, and you'll see in just a second if this will ever convert them all to a bitmap. And maybe it's going to take longer than the video will allow me. But what you're going to do is you're going to nudge this boundary back over there, and then, well, I apologize for this. I didn't realize it was going to take this long, because I could have bitmapped them individually and nudged them over, but then it's hard to get this because a bitmap, it makes them square, and we don't need that. So if you'll just bear with me, and if it doesn't work, I'll cut the video off. Oh, here we go, we're done. So now what you do is nudge this back. So here's kind of the key, and then with both of them selected, you would put them on your board, and then I would nudge, make sure they're still even, try to grab the red line, and you've got it, nudge it out of the way, and engrave this. Totally engrave it. I have a lot of videos on engraving 3D. On an Epilogue print driver, they actually have a 3D mode. And, I would engrave the first one at 25 speed, 100 power, the second one at 50, then a couple at 70, and it cleans it up. But what happens here is that you're going to get this really thin, really sharp line. Even though we didn't use white, we used gray, it's going to be really noticeable. So then what I like to do, and it really works, is to nudge this out of the way, turn this all gray, put it over there, and then engrave that just like 100 power, 70 speed. And what it's going to do, it's going to knock off that gray on the edges, because it's going to engrave them again, and it doesn't hurt your 3D look, because it's engraving the whole thing lightly. And if we go and put this back and put it to the back of the page, you can kind of see that it's going to go over the whole thing again, but it doesn't hurt the depth because it's just going a little bit deeper, and it just kind of puts a minute little, takes that edge off. And I've got a video on that exact same thing. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.